People don't stop bad behaviors because they're ashamed. They stop bad behaviors because they find a reason to believe in themselves, to do better. They start seeing themselves as the kind of person who can do better and will do better, and they learn concrete steps to change the bad behavior. We want to punish other people for perpetrating. Our whole system is predicated on punishment. And how is that working? Not very well. What we do is we drive it underground. So people will lie and say that they're not doing what they're doing. People will lie to themselves and deny to themselves that they're doing bad things. And those harmful, hurtful things continue to occur. If we really want to stop the harm, we have to heal the shame. How does shame perpetuate perpetrations? I have to use the IFS model to explain that. So internal family system says that we are comprised of sub-personalities. And even the parts that do really bad things are trying to solve a problem. They're trying to help us, in other words. And that is a difficult thing to wrap your mind around if you are, in fact, perpetrating. You actually find the part that does the bad thing. I don't know what the bad thing is that you don't like about yourself. Maybe it's an addictive thing. Maybe you drink too much. Maybe you're doing hard drugs. Maybe you are shopping too much. Maybe you are gambling. Maybe you are a sex addict or a love addict. Whatever it is, you got to make friends with that part. Love it up. Come meet it. What is it trying to help you do? And when did it start doing that? If it gets to share that with you and you really see that story, it will stop having control over you. Because if they have hurt us, a lot of times we want revenge. And in the short term, that does satisfy some part of us to feel like we sure taught them something. But really what we've done is we've created an additional shame burden. And so that person is not healed. They may very well do the bad thing again. And let's say it's domestic violence or abusing a child. The last thing we want is this person to be doing this. But we shame them with this silly belief that somehow or another, if they're ashamed of themselves, they'll stop. And that's not how things work. 68% of the child abuse that's taking place, and I'm specifically talking about child sexual abuse, takes place in the home. And we're not actually going to stop it if we just shame people. That shame actually bleeds over onto the child, by the way. So now they feel bad about their dad, they feel bad about their family, and this is just not a way to get people to be honest about what's going on in the home. It's not a way to get partners and wives and girlfriends to talk about what daddy or the boyfriend or the husband is doing. It's a frustrating thing for me to try to put this out there because I have to say most people just want to punish people who sexually abuse children. I get it. I really do. And I also know that it doesn't work. And why do I know that? Because this year, 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused. 68% of those will be sexually abused in the home. And there's nothing that we are doing to stop that. We are chasing pedophiles on jet planes and private islands, which I don't want us to stop doing that. Let's definitely make those people pay. Am I worried about rehabbing them? Nah, they preyed on other people's kids. I'm really talking about parents who hurt their own children, because I think the families that suffer from this really deserve to heal. And I think the only way we could do that is if we stop shaming people so they can come out of their denial and get real about what's happening in the home and being done by parents who otherwise love their children but are doing very, very harmful things to them. So that's how shame perpetuates this stuff. How does it perpetuate things in your life? I'm assuming that you don't abuse children. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I hope you don't. But there's probably other areas of your life where you are feeling ashamed. Maybe you feel ashamed of your eating habits. Maybe you feel ashamed of your spending habits. It's not going to change if you just continue to feel ashamed. What will change your bad behaviors is if you can move towards yourself with compassion and find out why that part of you that's doing that thing that's maybe a little self-destructive or maybe a lot self-destructive Wyatt thought that would help. That is the only motivation of these parts. Please be kind to your parts. They have the best of intentions. They're trying to do something good. Your best bet to get them to stop doing the bad stuff is to love them and find out why they're doing it, and then update their files. Let them know, hey, it's 2026. I have a better solution to that problem than what you're trying to do. That actually is a very fruitful conversation. It'll work. Give it a try.